Hey guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another commentary, this time on Blitzcrank support. Now, I have been meaning to do a support one, on the channel, but I don't really play it a lot. It's not because I don't like the role, it's just I don't find myself playing it a lot. I ask for mid lane, or I ask for AD, something like that, and I generally get it. And I generally don't ask for support. But anyway, playing Blitzcrank this game, and this is going to be one of them games where some people say, you will learn from it, but you won't learn everything from it, because we do very, very well in this game. Now, I mean by you won't learn everything from it, because you won't learn to the stage of when you actually need to, when both teams are very similar in strength, then what do? You won't learn that from this commentary. You'll learn how to just extend a lead with Blitzcrank. So you'll see that throughout this video. Now, we have got a Shen Blitzcrank, so we are going in for an invade. Now, I have got iBlitz. Obviously, his skin, he's called Swag Crank, known as that anyway. And I quite like this skin on him. Now, I do go for a grab here, but I actually miss it. It would probably been very close. I could have maybe flashed, but I actually did get caught in a Caitlyn trap, and that's why I actually stayed still. But they're still continuing. Now, I don't really know why Shen took Taunt there, because that was by no way going to get him in range. Now, I just plonked down my Explorer ward down there just to see if they will start blue or what's kind of just happening, just to get an idea of what's going on. Yeah, this Blitzcrank skin is one of my favourites. Obviously, Riot Blitz came out. I'm still kind of contemplating whether to get it or not, because it is quite a rare skin. But I know maybe in the future I might come across a code from it, and maybe I'll get it from that way. But for now, iBlitz is good enough. Now, we're starting red buff for Evelyn. I'm going to do it as much. I'm going to tank it a little bit for her, but not too much. I don't want to go into lane, really low health. I have taken the rejuvenation bead, just so as a Blitzcrank, you're in melee range a lot of the time, and you will get poked a little bit, especially versus a Caitlyn. So you just want to play a little bit as, bit careful at the start, not getting poked. Now, the key to doing well as Blitzcrank is having bush control, and that means you have to buy pink wards. Having bush control as a Blitzcrank really makes you a good blitz or a bad blitz. If you have bush control, then you will be doing stuff. Now, one thing that will set a good blitz and a bad blitz apart is if you're just sitting in a bush, not making grabs, not making plays, then you're not going to be very useful. But if you are sitting in the bushes and you're making grabs, or you're coming out of them bushes, zoning them, then you're actually doing stuff good. Now, right now, I am waiting for level 2. As soon as I hit level 2, I'll probably be going level 2 hits, and I'm going to go for trying to get something here. So going for a grab, do manage to get the grab before the bubble hits me, and we're going in for first blood. There's the ignite, and I actually get first blood myself with the ignite there. So straight away we get kills on the lane. So that is Blitzcrank level 2. As soon as you hit it, you go for a kill, and that's exactly what I did. So I think that's a pretty good example of how you can start your lane going as a Blitzcrank. You can do the same as Thresh. Thresh is also one of these champions that can do that really, really well. Other champions, they can do it nearly as well. Like Lulu's quite good at doing it. Nami is okay, but not the best compared to something like a Blitz or Thresh at level 2. Now, I just hit level 3, and I'm probably looking for more blood. I take a point in every single one, and here we go. Go for the grab and get another knock up, and there's a kill for my Varus. So there we go. Another kill for our bot lane because of the hooks of Blitzcrank. Now, this I will also say, because some people may say in the comments, this is a diamond game. This is mid-diamond, so it's not bronze or whatever. These are diamond players getting hooked right now. Go for another grab, hit another one. Not going for a kill right now, just going for a little bit of pressure, and she's basically nearly dead already. So yeah, we're doing very well in this bot lane right now. We're working quite well. I would say that, the Blitzcrank in here will make stuff happen. If something like a Janna was instead of the Blitz, we would not have nearly as much as pressure. Now, quickly, I want to go over runes and masteries. The masteries, I'll quickly go over first. The masteries are very basic. They are 1, 3, 16. It's pretty much the most basic mastery set you can have. You take the 1 in offense for the ignite, so you have the 5 AP, 5 AD. And then, yeah, it's just the standard. And then the runes are something that I love to run. It is the runes that I actually run on Shen or Nasus top, and it is Health Quints, AD Reds, Armor Yellows, and MR Blues. It makes you into an absolute monster early on. that you're so tanky on, because you're melee range, you are prone to getting a little bit ganked, but also the attack damage reds really gives you a lot of damage, especially with a Blitzcrank, that you have the attack reset on the E, so you can get a couple more auto attacks in there. Now, I do not know what this Nami is thinking. She's coming in and bam, get a grab in. And there's another kill. I think I actually might pick that up. Now, I don't know why Varus didn't go for that kill, because I got the final hit on it, so the tower just got it, because Varus kind of just turned his back. That was a free kill for Varus, but he kind of decided not to take it, which is a bit annoying. But anyway, still pretty good just to get an overall kill for the lane. So right now I'm a very aggressive Blitzcrank when I play it. But right now this game is going very much in our favour, that I'm landing most grabs. I don't think I've missed one yet. Maybe I've missed one, but I have hit the vast majority of them, so that always does help. Now, that is a key thing to Blitzcrank. If you have a Blitzcrank in your lane that's not hitting grabs, he won't be very useful. As a Blitzcrank, you do have to hit them grabs. You have to be confident in landing skill shots just so you can, it's the whole point of Blitzcrank. You grab somebody in and you knock them up. Now, you will see this game that I actually max my Q. Now, the reason for this is I want the CDR reduction on it. I want to do as many grabs as possible, and leveling Q does give me this. Now, good guy Varus actually buys a pink ward, not a pink ward, just a normal ward, sorry, as an AD carry, and he actually goes wards. Now, right now I'm hovering the normal cast with my shift Q, and let's see if I can get a grab in. Now, I do a skill shot grab there and get it through minions, so as you can see, my grabs are pretty accurate right now. I'm playing fairly well, and this is why I don't find support that boring. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't ever see myself maining support, but I am very capable and I will enjoy every now and then just playing it. Now, I grab Caitlyn again, use my Ignite on her, seeing if we get another kill, and any second, my Ignite picks it up. So there's a killing spree for me, and this is why I kind of love Ignite. It allowed us to get first blood. Varus probably would have got that kill in the end, but I got it anyway. It just makes sure that you secure kills for your team, and that's why I love running Ignite on supports. Like Thresh run Ignite, I like it on Nami, believe it or not. I like it on Zyra. The supports I generally don't run Ignite is Janna, Sona, something like that. So Taric, but you don't really play Taric anymore. Alistar, I guess. Now I am looking for a grab here. Now that was so close to hitting. I don't think we would have got the kill there. Or maybe actually we would have, because we both hit level 6. Yeah, and that was a level 3 Nami at the time. So I actually think we would have got the kill if I actually managed to hit that one, but just out of range. So relatively soon I will have 1,000 gold. That is quite a lot of gold for a support just to have on hand, and I will probably be building that into a Sightstone, as Sightstone is a really key item for all supports nowadays. It is a big money-saving item. Now, you'll note my build, I did go Philostone before Sightstone. Now, this is the case that I was doing very well in lane, and that's basically given me enough gold to do this. Now, I'm looking for a grab here, but unfortunately they kind of just move out the way. But yeah, normally if you are a bit even in lane, you'd probably want to go Sightstone first to give you the early tankiness as well as the wards. But because I was landing grabs and I was already like 2-0 at the time, that's why I picked up the Philostone first. Because I thought, if I'm doing well now, I'll probably stay, keep hitting grabs and keep getting kills, which has happened so far. So it's not great, I will actually add, it's not great that in our lane, well, in the game right now, all 4 kills have happened bot lane. Go for a grab on Nami. I'm just going to do as much pressure. Now, you can just see my damage. That's half health in one of my combos without ultimate. So you can see I'm doing quite a lot of damage myself. But anyway, to the point I was saying, it's not great to have all the kills onto the Blitzcrank, obviously. Having 1 kill early on a support actually does really help them. It allows them to get the Sightstone early so you can have always wards around. So, if a support does get an early kill, you don't rage at them because it's actually a pretty good thing. Now, we are completely zoning the enemy right now. So I'm just going to do the Macarena in the bush while I wait for the enemy either to come back or just we're farming XP. There's not much to do right now. We could push for the tower, but honestly, there's no point. We're getting kills right now, as well as, we're picking up... we're denying CS, and Varus is just getting further ahead. So yeah, we're at a pretty damn good state of the team right now. Now, I go for a grab. That was kind of a fail. I rushed it. I should have just delayed a second or two longer, and I probably would have got something on Nami. Now, they go aggressive on the Varus, and I basically just ran at them like, get away from my AD carry, and it works. So little things like that, just you have to note just playing the game. Now, right now I'm out of the bush and I didn't even realize. Go for a flash grab and I actually get it. Unfortunately, somehow she managed to get the flash off even though I had the silence on her. So that's annoying, but, you know, stuff happens. So I wanted to make something happen, and if we killed the Caitlyn there, that would have been great. But unfortunately we don't. Now I put another ward in there, and as I said at the beginning of this video, being a good blitz means to control the bush. If you have bush control, then you're on the right path. And this game, we've had a lot of bush control. You know, they've had like no wards in there. I've cleared them out with pink wards if there has been. Like, I don't even think they have warded them because they know they're probably just going to get, you know, taken away. Now I'm at the stage right now where I'm not exactly at a lot of health, and I do have to be a little bit careful right now. I'm just seeing, because I'm not amazingly familiar with the prices of items with the support, I was just seeing how much the full Spirit Stone actually costs, and it costs 1550, so I'm not that far away. But anyway, there's an engage going on, and Nami is like totally we re-engage, and we're going to try and do our best right now. Now I am actually myself, which isn't great. So if I had mana, we would have probably got more, at least a kill there, if not two. If I had full mana, that would be, as I was unable to do a grab that fight. So it's annoying, but it happens. As at least they didn't get anything out of it either. Now we did see Lee Sin near the mid lane, and we have no wards either near the mid lane or in our tri-bush. So we decided just to back off. I think that's the smartest thing to do. And I'm relatively near the full sight stone, but I'm not going to pick up the big one. I'm going to pick up the baby sight stone, as well as some boots, I think, and maybe a pink ward or two. I think this is probably the best option. Boots obviously pretty good on Blitzcrank, allowing you just to grab a little bit more. And then I actually do pick up a mana potion, as Blitzcrank is very mana hungry. So going to return to lane. Now the game right now is 5-0, with 4 of the kills being in bot lane, with myself as Blitzcrank having 3. Going pretty well, I would say. You know, our team comp is actually pretty good. I like the team comp we are running. We've got a tank line with Shen and Kassadin being fairly tanky with, as well as a Blitzcrank. But then we have the damage with a Kassadin does do damage as well. But then we have an Evelynn Varus that do extremely well damage, and Varus having that AoE chain that he has that can just help the CC within the team. So this team comp we're running right now is actually very balanced, and I would actually recommend this to any pre-made team. It's a very good composition, and yeah, that's basically it. So I'm just right now I'm kind of thinking, what items am I going to buy? I don't really know. So I was thinking to myself, I'll probably finish the Sightstone and then build into the Mikkel's. The Mikkel's is I think that was the Mikkel's anyway. The Mikkel's is a really good item. It removes any fears, taunts, snares or anything, and heals somebody for 200. It's actually a very good item, and it does give you mana resistance and mana regen, because it builds out of the Philo Stone. Now you could get Shurelia's as well, or, you know, instead of it, but I really do like the Mikkel's heal, as well as the kind of the QSS type thing. So we are going to move in as much as we can to try and get some kills. That was a kind of fail grab by myself, I must admit. So we're going to still pressure the blue. We don't want them to take the blue. We want this away, like, to get off them, basically. So they are kind of engaging, but then our Kassadin finds quite a lot of them. And we're going to continue going in. Now, I do throw my grab out for the Ahri, but, you know, someone else kills her, and we're basically just cleaning up right now. Shen ultimate comes down, and that really does help us just clean up. Now, we do decide that's enough. You have to realize when enough is enough, and we just head for the dragon, throw a pink ward down just to see if they have any vision of it, and they don't, so this is basically a free dragon for us. I'm going to tank some of it myself, but I do have to realize I am fairly low, so I am probably just going to back off any second. I move back in range. I think for XP, I'm not entirely sure why I did that, but I think I'm relatively soon probably just going to back, I would imagine. Or maybe I will stay for a couple waves. If it's pushed to our tower, I don't want to lose out on this XP. So right now I was thinking of basing, but as I said, I don't want to really miss out on cannon XP, and then another wave shows up. So I'm basically just going to stay around waiting for the XP to be done, because the enemy bot lane is nowhere to be seen. There's not going to be any pressure on us right now. We basically have this free farm and denying a little bit more than, you know, well, just denying it in general to the Caitlyn. Now, I throw a ward down there. Now, as noted, and I will say throughout this video, I have constant wards in the bushes, or the closest bush to where we have control. I'll have that warded, simply because, you know, it does give you so much control as a Blitzcrank. Now, I was seeing if they were going for a grab. I like holding the the Q just in case someone does moving it when I'm basing, and it's basically a free grab, and it's always a sneaky thing to do. Gonna return to lane right now. Now, Kassadin does kill the Ari, which is great, and I've just picked up the big sight stone, so that makes me even tankier, as well as having 5 wards now per back. Obviously, only having the ability to have, I think, 5 of them from the same stone up at any one time, or something along that lines. So we're going to probably try and make something happen anytime soon. Now, Evelyn, I think, just did get spotted by a pink ward, so the enemy probably are a bit cautious right now. So I am going to head over and just clear out the pink ward with my pink. So they know Evelyn might be around in the area, but they don't know if she's still here or exactly where she is. And Kassadin is moving as well up from the side. Now, I am going to go. The tower is fairly low, but I was expecting my team to follow me. Me and Kassadin just roll on in here, and we're just going to try and get the kills. She does go down. I managed to get an ignite on her as well, just to finish off the kill. Kassadin does go down, which is the first death on our team, and then we just disengage. So overall, pretty good. I think the whole point of why we did get slightly caught out there is because the Evelyn and the Varus did stay to finish off the tower. And if they didn't, then it probably would have allowed them to, come up with the Varus O or the Evelyn O in the big AoE. That might have saved the Kassadin. If not, we probably may have got a kill or 2 more. Now, I do use my ward just to ward their blue buff, just to get a little bit more pressure. And now it's time for Speedy McSpeeder Pants Blitzcrank to run around the map with mobility boots and gank other lanes. So I pick up them, and then I'll probably buy a couple more, or 1 or 2 more pink wards. Yep, I buy 2 more pink wards, and then I'm just going to go do some shenanigans around the map, see what we can get out of buying these Mo boots. So Kassadin does say my tower is about to die. So me and Varus, obviously our lane has been pushed to the heavens, so we don't need to be bot anymore until it gets pushed to our tower. So this does give us quite a bit of time. Basically to help kill the mid tower or make something happen ganking wise. So I am going to just run around the map warding it a little bit more. We've got no vision here, so I'll pop a ward there. And then Rumble is basically being low. Now I just realised I am actually saying basically quite a lot, so I'll try and not do that. But trying to find the Rumble, but he does manage to get away. Try to throw out a grab, but yeah, he gets away with his shield. He's speedy enough to do it, and he slowed me with his E. Now Kassadin does go a bit ballsy here, which I'm a bit scared of. Rumble comes back. I think he was doing double golems. I'm going to try my best to help him. Now I was, in a way, trying to secure the kill there. By no means KSing it, but I was scared Kassadin was going to die, and if someone is maybe going to die, it doesn't matter who's going to get the kill. The kill's a kill, and saving a life is better than, letting a kill drop. Now, that Evelyn damage was actually very nice. Very good ultimate there. Now, Caitlyn meets a Varus. Caitlyn knows she's dead. And then I actually pick up that kill there too. So right now, I'm unstoppable. And as you'd imagine, this game will probably end at level or 20 minutes. Because we absolutely wrecked. Now, the whole game kind of started in the bot lane owning. Now, I won't shy away from that fact because we got a lane advantage of 4 kills, and then we made another play which allowed us to get Dragon, and then we stopped the blue buff, which was more. So it has all really evolved around the bottom side. Now, I grab the Rumble in, knock him up, and we're just going to get that nice free kill there. I think Varus even did use his ultimate, which might have been a little bit of overkill, but hey, a kill's a kill, and that does allow us to actually pick up this tier 2 mid turret. So right now, being 503, I'm probably just going to head back to base, probably pick up a Oracles, which will allow me just to clear the whole map, because the enemy should, in effect, be buying a lot of pink wards. You're against an Evelyn, you should be buying them. That's basically the key to counter Evelyn. Now, I do pick up an Amp Tome, which I would get to make a Sheen. As being 5 kills, I do have a lot of spare gold, so I may as well use it to try and build a little bit of damage. And yeah, that will build into a Sheen if the game went that far. Now, I'm going to stop the minions pushing here, so I use my ultimate just to clear it out. With the extra AP, does actually let my ultimate hit a little bit more than it normally would. Now, I'm going to start doing my sweep, but you'll probably note one thing. I'm walking around, haven't found a ward yet, still haven't found a ward. Just spotting where Evelyn is, seeing if she's okay, and still, yeah, there's no wards around, and this is probably one of the reasons why the enemy lost this game, is that their bot lane, I will say their support in particular, she bought very few wards, or I didn't see any of them. You know, I always had bush control. I was buying pinks, and I never saw wards in the bushes. And I just haven't seen wards. Evelyn has got into gank. They had that one pink ward that I just cleared out, and that was it. So they just haven't had much pressure. Now, I have no idea what that grab was. I think it was something on the lines of trying to secure a CS. And there is a surrender vote. So I'm just going to flash over the wall and trying to kill the Lee Sin with Ignite. But not going to happen. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a stomp, but I know some people enjoy staying stomped. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.